Hi, my name is Aaron Hafner. I'm a teacher at Olathe Northwest in Olathe, Kansas. I'm going to do an intro video today for Module 1 for our special education for school leaders. Just to start off, to talk a little bit about myself, some personal information. I'm married. My wife is a kindergarten teacher and has been for the past 20 years. She's a great coach's wife. We've moved several times. As you see all the logos at the bottom, those are all the different schools that I've taught and coached at over the 21 years that I've taught. This is my 9th year in high school. My first 8 years, I taught mathematics in the secondary level, and then started coaching college football for the past 12 years. You see the two logos at the bottom, the William Penn Statesman and Luther College Norse. I was a head football coach at Luther College for the past 5 years before I decided to have a little career change and get my priorities straight with family and get to go watch my kids play their sports and spend more time with them. But so I'm back in high school teaching and coaching. This is my first year at Olathe Northwest High School. And I'm teaching physical education, and we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. I do have a master's degree in business leadership as well, so I'm really looking forward to extending my my education and getting an endorsement here in administration. Talk a little bit about Olathe Northwest. It's a great school. I've been very happy. Been here only about 6 months. We have great kids. Our socioeconomic status of our kids is quite different than a lot of other places I've been. I've taught in high diversity schools. I've taught in a lot of middle class type communities. Olathe Northwest has a minority of enrollment of about 20%. And we do have about 1,900 students, so our minority population is very low. We're only about 15% on our economically disadvantaged students. So our free and reduced lunch type kids, we don't have a lot of those kids. It's Johnson County, and our kids come from a lot of two-parent homes, which obviously they value education. So we're very fortunate here at Olathe Northwest to our problems seem very minor compared to a lot of schools I've taught in the past and a lot of schools I've heard just around the area as well. One other tidbit to kind of talk a little bit about our students is our average ACT in 2017 for our students at ONW was 25.1. So again, very high academic school, and it's our kids they like to be challenged. They like to do multiple things, play sports, get in clubs, be in the band. Our band's really awesome. Currently, I'm teaching physical. I'm a physical education instructor, but I'm only teaching strength and conditioning as of right now. I'm the head football coach, and I'm an assistant track coach as well. You can see here we're going to talk a little bit about how ONW, Olathe Northwest, use the materials and learning strategies. Our kids have IEPs just like every other school, and we must meet those students' need that need help. And we do a great job of that here. Our special education department is very organized. I think that's the one thing that stands out the most to me. They're very organized. We have great paraprofessionals, paraeducators, and they do a great job of coming up with the detailed plans for our students that need help to just expand and enhance their learning. We use a lot of inclusion in the classroom and make modifications for those students. And whether it's in a group or individual work, you'll see a lot of IEP students, a lot of special education students in the regular classroom, and they just do some modification. So some paras are in there with five special education students, and they kind of work in a group and modify their work, where they need the help, whether it's in the reading part or different things like that. We have great resource rooms, again, to just enhance the learning and help provide some individual attention for our special education students. It also, you know, with the I think the increasing part of the emotional stability of students, it's something that I think we do a great job here providing a safe place for students when they need some just time to get away from things and talk to people individually. And I've noticed in a school of 1,900 students that it can be a little bit overwhelming. My daughter's a freshman here at ONW, and she's coming from a very small school in Iowa from last year. So she gets, you know, she has dad to come to, but a lot of these kids need a safe place, and we do provide that. Our resource rooms obviously are a great place for them to get individual work with, you know, certain specific topics a lot of times, whether it's math or reading. It seems to be the most common, but with any class in particular, those resource rooms become available for those students. We do use paraeducators in regular and resource classrooms. In physical education, a lot of them are 1-to-1. We do have some 1-to-2, 1-to-2, 1-to-3 type situations for some of our higher need special education students. They do a great job of incorporating games and different activities to include them. Obviously, modifying different things within those sports is very important to make sure that they feel like they can compete and get better and enjoy playing and exercising is very, very important. As we move into the personal use of materials and strategies, I currently, again, I'm only teaching strength and conditioning courses, so it's one of those things where I don't have a lot of high need special education students, and we're working on that. I think that we have a few kids that are really wanting to do it, and we've talked about changing that, and that's exciting. So we do have a plan in place of how we're going to incorporate them into the classroom, and I want to talk about that next, and talking about ways to improve and enhance within my classes in the strength and conditioning part of our physical education department. And we've talked about developing a class that is more peer tutoring. We have so many students here that again are very, very high achieving students, and they don't have a lot of classes their senior year that they have to take, and we have several kids that love PE but don't necessarily like being in a regular classroom. We've talked about doing a peer tutoring type class where we have regular ed students in with special education students to provide them and guide them. This will obviously eliminate some of the uncomfort that some of these students are currently having with these classes. When they're the only special education student in there, sometimes they feel a little bit uncomfortable, especially when kids are competing at a high level and they're not quite at that level. That sometimes can be uncomfortable. Also, you look at decreasing the use of paraprofessionals. If you have a peer tutoring type situation, then yes, to have a pair in there is fine, but to have multiple pairs, it won't be necessary. Obviously, with regular education teachers in there as well. So this would be something that we're looking to incorporate with a little bit of the strength and conditioning part, more lifetime type fitness, to teach them a few things about lifetime fitness and how they can exercise once they graduate from school and move on to their adult life. So and just have some of our great students at ONW help guide them and give them individual attention within a setting that we have multiple special education students could be very special. The cool part about this, it have little to no impact on our school funding, which is very important. In fact, I think it could actually benefit and be more cost effective because we could use some of the paraprofessionals in different areas of need throughout the building and some of the classes that demand a little bit more attention for our special education students and in like the math classes and back in the resource room and different things like that. Well, that's my presentation. I'm looking forward to watching everybody else's and see how everybody else, in your educational system that you're teaching in, how you're doing things in your special education classroom.